Hey everyone, this is Nadia, the product designer at Verified Pipeline Authoring, and I'm recording a quick walkthrough of how I would do NMR review using Gitpod. So I actually don't have any MRs to review right now on my team, so I'm just taking NMR for the package team, and it's actually already received a review, so I'm not going to assign myself a reviewer, but that's what I would do first. I would just assign myself as a reviewer, or usually if someone is requesting review, they would assign me, but if they haven't, if they would ping me in a comment, I would just assign myself. And then once I do that, I will start looking at the MR to see what's up, what's happening. So I'm not very familiar with package, so here I see this is how we display packages in the UI, and this particular MR adds metadata for the PyPy package. So this is just an after screenshot of what it looks like. This additional metadata section looks like on the branch, but I don't really know what it currently looks like, or like is there a design proposal for this, so I would have to dig around a little bit. So it's related to an issue, so I would open up the issue. The issue also doesn't have the design, so I see it's part of the epic, so then I would just go to the epic and see what's happening here. And yeah, I see that there is actually a more well-defined proposal here, and the intention is to show this additional metadata for the package, and this is what it should look like. Okay, so now I know what I'm looking for. Um, let's go back to the MR to see if there's any instructions for how to set this up to test it out, because usually you wouldn't have any packages in your test project. It's something that you need to create. So at this point, I would probably whip up a Gitpod instance. So if you scroll down at the bottom of the MR, there's this button. It will usually default to Web IDE, but you can open it in Gitpod, and that will automatically launch a Gitpod instance for that particular branch, which is super handy. So here in the MR, it says that I need to have this particular package, and yeah, so and check out the details of the package. So here we have a link that links to these instructions, and these are the instructions to actually add packages to your GDK instance, which is what Gitpod is running for you. So in order to do that, I've already gone through the process, but basically once you have your Gitpod running, all you have to do is open up the terminal in Gitpod, which looks like this. It's just like your local terminal, and you would type in these commands here. You need to ensure you're inside the GitLab folder and not the GDK folder, and then you run these commands to add packages to your project. And for this command, depending on which packages you want. For me, it's specified that I need this PyPy package. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, I have no idea. But you would replace this part with the type of the package. And once you do that, the packages should be generated in your project. So I have this project open here, and I would go to, oh my gosh, the UI. The Loom UI is messing with me here. Can't use the sidebar. One sec. Okay, so you would go to package registry, and here we see the packages. So let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so now it shows the additional metadata. Let's see if it's aligned with the design proposal. Here, yeah, it looks like everything looks fine. It's not a link, it's just text. So I would probably double check just to ensure that it doesn't have to be linkable. Or clickable, that it's just static text. And I would ping the engineer if I have any questions. And once everything looks good, I would approve the MR and unassign myself as a reviewer. And just like a couple nuances regarding using Gitpod. So if you've never used Gitpod for checking out MRs, you might have to go to your settings and actually enable Gitpod. So if you go to your user settings, at the very bottom of your preferences, this is like the basic page, at the bottom you'll have this checkbox to enable Gitpod. So you have to do that and save changes. And when you are in Gitpod, when you are comparing the before and after, sometimes the engineer won't provide before and after, or if you want to check it out yourself. So right now you're on the feature branch, and in order for you to see what it looks like without the changes, you would switch to master branch, and then you can just go to the preview and you're going to refresh it, and this can take a little bit of time. Or a lot of time, depending on your internet connection as well, and yeah, probably the type of changes. But let's see, it should load now. Oh, I should have waited and not refreshed, but you will have to wait with me. Oh yeah, so it did refresh. So you see that there is no additional metadata here. So that's what it looks like before the changes. Yeah, that's it. I will try to record another video for checking out MRs for CI/CD, because then you have to set up runners. But that would be my workflow for something that you would need to review for package.